So your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Forced out to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're what? Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. (21-0) our score after one.
Score Packers 21, Vikings nothing.
Second and 20. Bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Excellent field position. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Here's Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked down by Harrison Smith. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Ball carrier.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be taken taken down, sacked back at the 2. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
The Vikings send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And taken right at the 35. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Love, they go play action now. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. DJ Waddle able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On play action, Love to throw, and he's going to go down again. DJ Waddle in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3rd and long.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Love to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And this defense will take over right at midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. A I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Play action this time with Love. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Let it roll and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Vikings take over.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so in the second.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. On play action, they'll throw. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got him in, complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 62 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, in the air, and now it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Off play action. Love. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers continue to roll. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Vikings, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Following the interception, Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. Love now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to get this one down to Cook. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15. And a great return as he's out close to the 40-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions. interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game.
He's got Here we go. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And this offense is running away with this one. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Packers 42, Vikings nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Off the play fake. Love. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
A second down throw for Love. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Going back to Love. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Packers.
Again, it's Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
First and
11 more on that one, and another first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Packers are pouring it on.
His kick
is right through.
It's the score. Packers 49. Vikings nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Pressure, and down he goes. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And taken right on the 30. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one. So
now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's got a 1st first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Space to run past the 20. This one brought in by Jefferson. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Running for it. Here's Cook. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This game is all but over after that last 4th down stop. The only question, the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground.
It's 2nd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Second down, Love. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 46.
Well, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. I think that might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. A quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
That'll be complete to Cook. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. With such little time remaining, and this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway, and they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you what.